You are sharing?
Yeah, Mate, we finished sharing story.
Okay, we are not able to see you on the screen. Yeah. Yes, go ahead.
So the values we can learn from the stories is that the Lord can only be bound by our love and devotion, and that even though that the two finger shot represented that we can only achieve our activities by putting our effort into it and by the mercy of the Lord. And the incidents with Manikava and Nalakavara shows the importance of association and how we should be associating with the right type of people. And even though Narad Muni cursed them, it came out as a blessing in disguise because they got to see the Lord face to face, which even the great rishis couldn't do. Yeah, Mataji, thank you.
I think the audio is bit going on and off, is it? Are you there?
Mataji, can you hear us?
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Turn from volume.
Hare Krishna, devotees.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yes. 1 minute.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu, we can hear you. I think Mataji has some...
Yeah. Sorry about it. Yeah, please go ahead. I interrupted you. Yes.
Who is that?
Mataji, I think they have finished with the pastime.
No, pastime I know. The takeaway?
The takeaways also, I think Devika has covered twice.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry for that. I think somewhere something got lost. But can you just say the last one?
So basically, the incidents with Nalakavara and Manigava shows the importance of devotee association and how we should associate with the right type of people. And it also showed us that even though Narad Muni cursed them, it was actually a blessing in disguise because they got to see the Lord face to face, which even the great rishis couldn't do after meditating for thousands of years.
Yes, that's a very wonderful takeaway. Yes, there are lots we can learn from this pastime, isn't it? So you both do every day Damodara Ashtakam at home? Yeah? Okay, very nice. Thank you for the wonderful story and the takeaway, Devika and Deshika. Thank you. Hari Bol. Shall we say 3 big Hari Bols to Devika and Deshika? Hari Bol.
Hari Bol. Hari Bol.
Hari Bol. Thank you.
Thank you for the opportunity, Mataji.
Hari Bol. Okay. So let's hear the Gopi Geet. That is Spinel. Are you ready?
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Please accept my humble obeisances all by Srila Prabhupada. So, yeah, Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Vistaya Bodhi Srimati Bhaktivedanta Swami Tanamni Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nivishesha Sunyavari Pasaya Desta Chaja Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shari Gauravakanda Umagyana Timranda Sayananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmrita Mina Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Shri Chaitanya Manabhistam Stabhiramena Bhutle Swayam Rupangamayam Gadati Swapalandikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Padakalam Shri Guru Vaishnavam Shri Pamsara Kajanam Sagaram Tamsti Sadvedam Savadutam Pajansitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Krishna Panam Sangataya Sagaram Tamcha Hey Krishna Kana Sindhina Bandhu Jagat Parigo Vishaka Pika Kanta Radha Kanta Namosturi Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radha Vrindavani Shri Shabana Shri Devi Pranami Hari Priya Vanchagopatarupyascha Kripa Sindhubhye Vacha Paritana Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shrivasari Gaura Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna, dear devotees. So we'll speak about Gopi Gate a bit. So what is Gopi Gate? So Gopi Gate is actually the song of separation from Krishna, from the gopis. So what happened was, this happened in the place called Vrindavan when Krishna was here, so 5,000 years ago. So we can imagine the mood at the time, that there was so much of ecstasy, happiness, and then now that finally the gopis are getting the chance to dance with Krishna, and now suddenly Krishna is gone with Radha. So that's the reason why this Gopi Gate was sung by the gopis. So the gopis expressed their anguish of their hearts to Krishna. So then they went back to the banks of Yamuna and they started to express this. So this Gopi Gate is actually an expression of their hearts and pain. So we can see the first verse. So the first verse goes like this: Jayati Dedikam Janmana Vraja Shalaya Indira Shashvadatrahi Daita Drishtitam Dikshuta Vaksha Tvani Drishtashva Tvam Vichinante. So I'll just read the exact translation from the verse. So the gopi said, "O beloved, your birth in the land of Vraja has made me exceedingly glorious, and thus Indira, the goddess of fortune, always resides here. It is only for your sake that we, your devoted servant, maintain our lives. We have been searching for everywhere for you. So please show us yourself." So you can see, Jayati Dedikam Vraja. Krishna, ever since you have taken birth in Vraja, Shastra Indira Shashvat Atrahi. Lakshmi Devi is constantly residing here in Vrindavan, and look at what happened to us. We are all searching for you, and we can't find you submerged in your ocean of suffering. So we can see how much the gopis were heartbroken when Krishna left them. So this is how they express their love for Krishna, and how much they're eager to see Krishna, because they are searching for Krishna and they could not find Krishna. They went in the ocean of suffering. So that's why they said Shastra Indira Shashvat Atrahi, which means Lakshmi Devi is there constantly, and they said, Krishna, everything you have done for us, even though when we can see that when Krishna saved them from all the dangers, but now when they are searching for Krishna, they can't find Krishna. So this is one of the main verse of this is the starting of the verse of Gopi Gate. But to go to the exact point, so one of the most very special verse in this Gopi Gate is that the 9th verse of this stanza. So the 9th verse is Tava Katam Vratam Tapta Jivanam Kabibeditam Kalmashapaham Shravanamangalam Srimadagatam Bhuvi Grinanti Eburida Janam. So the reason why we chose this as a special verse, I didn't choose, but it is a special verse spoken by many sannyasis and GBCs and all. So the reason why this particular verse is very important is because this particular verse in the Gopi Gate is predicting or forecasting the appearance of Srila Prabhupada. So does anyone know why it forecasts the appearance of Srila Prabhupada? Alright, so yeah, I'll just read the exact translation first before we get into this. So the exact translation is, the nectar of your words and the descriptions of your activities are the life and soul of those suffering in this material world. This narration transmitted by the learned sages predicted one's sinful reaction and bestowed good fortune upon whoever hears them. This narration are broadcasted all over the world and filled with spiritual power. Certainly those who have spread the message of Godhead are the most munificent. So we can see how beautiful this translation is, and I think by now you should know why this particular stanza is very important to us, especially in the age of Kali. So we can see that the last line when I mentioned that Bhuvi Grinanti Ye Bhuri Dajana, because it says that one who spreads this Krishna Kathamrita all over the world is indeed the most munificent personality. So 5,000 years ago, the gopis are predicting that the Krishna consciousness will spread all over the world in every town and village as well. So that's why this word Bhuvi Grinanti, all over the world, is very significant in this stanza. We know that the Vedic knowledge was spread only in India by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That's why Mahaprabhu is also known as Mahavadanya. So, but here the gopis are saying that it will spread all over the world, and the one who does that is Bhuri Dajana. Bhuri Dajana. The one who does that is Bhuri Dajana. So we know that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu spread this Krishna consciousness, but it was only in India. This Vedic knowledge was only towards the Indian continent. But at the same time, even Chaitanya Mahaprabhu predicted that it will spread all over the world. And there was one particular verse, I can't remember. Maybe Yamuneshwari Mataji can read that verse out, which goes like something related.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Prithvite Ate Jaganagaradigram Sarvatra Prachara Hoibe Mora Nam. In every town and village, my name will be sung.
Yeah, so we can see that even Mahaprabhu predicted that, but he alone did not do that but he reserved for somebody else to come and do it. So who is that? Can anyone guess or type in the chat box? Let's make this more interactive. Or otherwise, I'm going to start calling out names now.
That's nice. Devotees, come on. Let's do it. You can use the chat box.
Let's see, Veena Mataji and Malik Prabhu, are you here?
Yeah, see, you are getting a lot of answers.
Haribol Prabhu.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, Srila Prabhupada, that's exactly correct. So, yeah. So that's why Srila Prabhupada, this particular verse specifies Srila Prabhupada's appearance. And the gopis are saying that Srila Prabhupada will come and deliver this material world. Bhuvi Grinanti Ye Bhuri Dajana. So, the reason why we sing this verse first, because many people have different styles of singing, but recently, like a few years ago, the GBC has approved and ISKCON Vrindavan has started following this every Kartik month. At the start of Sharad Purnima, they sing this, and yesterday I think they sang this song in Soho as well in the evening. So the reason why we sing this first verse is because it's predicting the appearance of Srila Prabhupada. It's not only predicting the appearance of Srila Prabhupada, it's forecasting the appearance of Srila Prabhupada's appearance. So another way we can put this around is during Mahaprabhu's time. So we can see that King Prataparudra wanted to meet Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, but Chaitanya Mahaprabhu rejected the idea of meeting King Prataparudra. But during the Radha Yatra time, when the chariot stopped at Balgandi, King Prataparudra, he was, how a king looks, all luxurious and jewels around. So, but King Prataparudra came disguised as an ordinary person, with no normal clothes. He comes as an ordinary person. No one could identify who he was. Then, when Mahaprabhu was resting in the garden, he started to massage Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's feet. Sorry, we should not feet. He started to massage Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's lotus feet. Yeah, we should say lotus feet because he's the Supreme Personality of Godhead himself. So that's why we should say Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's lotus feet. And when he was massaging Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's lotus feet, he started to sing the verses of this Gopi Gita. And while he was singing, when it came to the 9th verse, this verse, Tavakatam Gratam, Tapta Jivanam, Kabivi Iritam, Kalma Shapaham, Sharvana Mangalam, Shrimadatam, Bhuvi Grinanti, Ye Bhuri Dajana. So when it came to this 9th verse, Mahaprabhu jumped up and embraced the king, saying, Burida, Burida, Burida. He embraced King Prataparutra and started saying, Burida, Burida, Burida. So we can see that such a personality. Who is that? Srila Prabhupada. Bhuvigridanti e Burida Jana. Bhuvigridanti, he's the most munificent personality. And we can see that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is predicting the appearance of Srila Prabhupada, who will spread it all over the world, who will spread this Krishna consciousness all over the world, not only in India, but all over the world. And we can see that how Srila Prabhupada has spread it all over the world. So Srila Prabhupada in 1965, Prabhupada at the age of 70, he traveled all the way to US, Boston, with just 40 rupees, if I'm not mistaken. He traveled with no idea. He just had his bags, his books. He just got ready. He got in a ticket in the Jaladuta. He went in. He did not know what was going to happen next, but he just had faith in Krishna. So that faith is very important, and we should all also have that faith in Krishna as well. So Prabhupada has taught us how to live by example, how to do things by example, and lastly, one of the most important things that Prabhupada also taught us is how to die by example as well. So this is one of very significant teachings of Srila Prabhupada, just by his actions. So in such a way, we should have the same faith in Krishna as well as Prabhupada did. So we can see that in 10 years, 108 temples, Krishna consciousness spread all over the world, and who could do that in 10 years? So he wrote, I think, 80 volumes of books, and so Prabhupada suffered a lot to make this ISKCON, to establish this International Society for Krishna Consciousness, here to move this movement. And we can see that how much today we are here because of Srila Prabhupada. Without Srila Prabhupada, we are nothing here. So we can see how Srila Prabhupada helped us and how he delivered us as well. We are trying to, but Srila Prabhupada gave us the knowledge, gave us how to do things, and Srila Prabhupada is doing. And we should help Srila Prabhupada as well to spread this movement all over the world. And we can see Srila Prabhupada. Let's just go a bit on Srila Prabhupada, how he started this. So Srila Prabhupada did all at the age of 70, suffering 2 heart attacks in the Jaladuta ship on the way. He had 2 heart attacks. Even though he did not give up, he wanted to follow his mission, follow his instruction from his spiritual master, and he took up this mission to spread all over in the Western worlds. So even the instruction of our spiritual master is very important. So when he came here, he did not know anyone. He was staying in a room. Then his typewriter got stolen, and then a lot of Prabhupada had a lot of difficulties. Prabhupada even was sleeping in the floor without nothing. He did not have anything, and all he had was, even in the ship. I remember someone was telling me Prabhupada was just having cornflakes or something like that. Like, I think cereals, I think, with milk. That was how Srila Prabhupada did. At the age of 70, he was eating this type of food, and that's how he started this. And today we are more than thousands of devotees all over the world. It's because of Srila Prabhupada. And the struggle he has put it in, so cooking from feast in the Sundays, feast, giving class in the morning, cooking for the devotees, all the hippies. No one knew how to cook. Only Srila Prabhupada had to do that. So that Srila Prabhupada had this determination, the faith in Krishna that will spread this movement all over the world. So Prabhupada struggled a lot. So we should make it a point to understand Srila Prabhupada's movement, and we should take up this Krishna consciousness movement very seriously and practice this. So we can also state that the reason why we did not Gopi Kit has a lot of other verses as well, but the reason why we are not going into that, but I only chose the specific verse, very important verse, is that because Srila Prabhupada was very careful of us approaching the 10th canto. So this can be found at the 10th canto. So the reason why Srila Prabhupada was very, very careful of us approaching the 10th canto is because this is our most confidential things in the literature that he has given us. So generally, how, even just for example, when we look at Krishna, we do not see Krishna directly in his eyes or his face. What we do is that we look at his feet first, then his thighs, then his abdomen, his chest, his arms, his neck, and then his smiling lotus face. Similarly, Bhagavatam is the same thing. So the first and second canto are the lotus feet of Shri Krishna, and the third and fourth cantos are his thighs, fifth canto is abdomen, sixth is his chest, seven and eight are his two arms, and the ninth canto is his neck, 10th canto is his smiling lotus face. So that's why Srila Prabhupada was very, very careful of us approaching the 10th canto. First, Prabhupada told, you read Bhagavad Gita to understand who is Krishna, and then Srimad Bhagavatam, canto after canto, do not skip the cantos. Then Prabhupada wanted us to enter 10th canto, but Prabhupada was very clear that we should look at the Supreme Personality from his feet and upwards. So Prabhupada warned us that we should not look at his face directly. Do not go straight to his face. So in this 10th canto, we can see this Gopi Gita is from the 10th canto, by the way. So we can see how Srila Prabhupada has guided us from right from the beginning of how we should understand Krishna first. Then we should go to the Bhagavatam, canto after canto. So in this way, and this is the month of Sharad Purnima was yesterday. So the word Sharad means, I think yesterday Bhakti Prem Maharaj was mentioned as well in the program last night. Sharad means autumn, the autumn season. And this word Damodar also he mentioned as well. The reason why actually this Gopi Gita happened on the day of Sharad Purnima. And the reason how it connects with Damodar, let's see how it connects with Damodar. Damodar also begins yesterday. So Sharad Purnima and Damodar happened on the same, came on the same day. And Da means rope. And Modar means belly. So whose belly gets tied with rope? Yeah, Krishna's belly got tied up with rope. So I think the speaker before me has mentioned a few pastimes. So that's another reason why we should take up how as I mentioned, how we should help Srila Prabhupada to spread this mission and Krishna consciousness to each and every town and all over the world. So I'll get to that point of this advantage of this Damodar month as well. How we can help Prabhupada to serve this movement again. So that one of the advantage of this movement is that first of all, we should in this Damodar month, which started yesterday, how we can improve. What are the secret of our devotion service in this Damodar month? Can anyone guess? Let's see names now. Yes, Prema Shakti Mataji. Yeah, devotion service. That's one thing. What's another thing, Mataji? Devotion service is one aspect. Another one? How we can elevate our devotion service perfectly. Yes, Mataji, chanting. So as Mataji mentioned, we should do devotion service and chanting, and the most important thing is that we should do more rounds. So hearing, chanting, Sharanam and Kirtanam. So hearing our hearing the words we chant in Hare Krishna mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Hare. So we should try to do this chanting attentively. So each and every word we should listen and we should think. So the more amount we chant attentively, then our consciousness get elevated. So in this way, we can get that advantage, that special mercy in the month of Damodar gets multiplied. So actually this month of Damodar is a very big sale. Just like how we go into shopping malls and we, usually Christmas sales are the most famous sales in UK, I guess, because for very cheap things you can get, for expensive things you can get very cheaply. So like even yesterday when Damodar was launched in Malaysia, His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj was giving a very nice example that this Damodar month is a mega sale for all of us, for each and every living entity. So how one of the examples he gave was that if you buy a car for £6,000 and that £6,000 in this month of Damodar is worth £6. So which is more efficient, which is more interesting. This month of Damodar, because the same thing you can get it for the same mercy, the same value, you can get it for very cheap. So this is how we can, this is one of the thing, how advantage of this Damodar month. We should do more rounds. More rounds means you should do each and every one more attentively. And Prabhupada's books, should read Prabhupada books and associate with devotees. That's the very most important thing, association with devotees. So because the more and more we associate, then the more and more we can hear about Krishna, the more and more we can hear about Prabhupada, the more and more we can do service, the more and more we can think how to bring Krishna, how to bring people to our movement. So this is one of the aspects of Damodar month. So this whole Damodar month is a mega sale, once in a year sale, that even a little pious things you do, we get all of the benefit for whatever we do. So we should always see in that way of a spirit, that even there are no mantras and no pious deeds, no purity, everything becomes perfect when a person just lights the lamp in the month of Kartik. So as I mentioned, that we should not, remember the point that when I mentioned we should not look at Krishna, the Supreme Personality of God, just straight to his face. That's why the reason why we do one, we showed 4, 2, 3, and 7. That lamp is that first. That's why we start first with the legs, then his abdomen, then his face, then around 7 times. So that is one of the reasons how Prabhupada has explained to us as well. So yeah, is there any questions so far? So we can see that.
What else we should do? We have to do devotional service chanting. Is that all, or is it something which we can do? Because you connected with Puri Dajana. So how do we connect?
What do you think, Mataji? See,
So
this
is a question to you.
So we can see this name Buri Dajana, the one who spread it all over the world. So we as an individual, we should make it a point, an effort that we give chance to people. We should preach to people about these glories of Damodar, and we should make more lamps and make them to light, or the Damodar lamp, show Damodar ghee lamp. And I think a very good example is probably, can I share my screen, Prabhu?
Mataji. Prema Shakti Mataji can give the host.
Yeah. So I'll just show you some, as Mataji mentioned, how we can do this burida, how we can spread this this thing to everyone. So I'll just share my screen here.
Hare Krishna Vinil Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
You're already a co-host, Prabhu, so
Yeah,
if you would
I'm
like to
sharing
share.
my-
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, can you see my screen, Mataji?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah. So actually, I was requested by Yamnishwari Mataji as well, like to show how we do Damodar month. So this Damodar season is very important, and this is the month we should take up more good qualities than what we were doing before. We should make it an effort to, you know, do our rounds. How we can serve Krishna more nicely. We should take some sankalpas as well. So in Malaysia, how we do Damodar, this year our target is 600,000 given by Jayapataka Maharaj. So last year it was 500,000, now we have increased to another 100,000. So as Mataji asked, how we can do Burida. So this is your answer, Mataji.
Okay.
This how we can help. This a few of the pictures we can how we do. So we see not only Indian but Chinese as well are offering ghee lamps to everyone, to Damodar, Lord Damodar. So what we do is that we have this type of small cart which is coming to land to our place very soon, maybe in a week or two. So we'll have this type of cart again, so we can, whoever we see, whoever we invite to show ghee lamps, we can give them this card and they can place it in the altar and they can show this ghee lamp to Damodar every day. So this is how we do. So how we do it first is that usually we set up booths in all these carnivals and all, like Deepavali carnival. So this is the month of Deepavali as well. So for a month or so, we have many school programs. House programs are the most important thing for this Damodar month, because when you go to their house and you speak the glories of Damodar, even they becomes inquisitive and they want to learn more about Damodar. And by this, we can show them by example, like how Srila Prabhupada showed us by example. We can show them by example how to do this Damodar lamp offering as well. And yes, I mentioned this is the place we do booths in Malaysia, in my town, Johor Bahru. This is the central town in Johor. So we have many fairs, like all they'll sell all biscuits and all murukos, all these carnivals, and we set up a small booth here. At the same time, we spread out. We invite people whoever is coming and walking by, we just pull them in, show ghee lamp, and there are so many people who does that. So even Chinese are doing it. Sometimes the Chinese are more respects Damodar than we Indians do in Malaysia. And this is how we set Damodar up in the carnival fair. And we show sticks, school programs, and house program. This is in our house in Malaysia. Usually what we do is that the end of Damodar, all the centers, all this, like how we have 4 circles, we have like 3 circles there. So all the circle leaders, they all join in our house and we do a big program for Damodar, the last ending day. And this is a very secret picture of mine, how I started Damodar and how I used to play Madanga, do devotional service. As I mentioned, devotional service is the most important thing. And this is one of the pictures of me in the Damodar boat doing Kirtan. This is a school program. Yeah, you can see that's me as well. This is in Tamil, because in Malaysia we have many Tamil schools, and you see how Srila Prabhupada's doings are also connected to this. Each and every program we can do Food for Life as well. So Food for Life was also initiated by Prabhupada. So like this, we should take up, like, we should follow Srila Prabhupada's footstep, and we should try in one program, we should try to do things like Food for Life, book distributions, Kirtan, and also talking about Krishna, which we'll do eventually. We talk about Damodar. And you see even the whites come and offer ghee lamps. So yeah. So in this way, what we can do is that we should make it a point to take up this effort on how we can do this Buri Dajana, how we can spread it all over the world. So this special month of Kartik, the month of Damodar, is very special to us, very important. So we should beg for mercy of Krishna. We should pray to Shri Radha Landaneshwar and also to Shri Radha Damodar that at least in this point, in this 1 month, we should do our devotional, we should do our bhakti, and we should do our bhakti very sincerely, and we should beg for forgiveness. And yeah, thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Paritana Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namaha.
Jai, Hari Bol. Shall we say 3 big Hari Bols to Vinil? Hari Bol. Beautiful, wonderful, very nice, and a very beautiful message. And we can get a lot of inspiration from Malaysia, how they do in such a big, huge number, 600,000 something. It looks like unimaginable. And very nicely he started with the Gopi Geet verse 1 and connected with the verse 9, which is a very special verse, which is in connection with Srila Prabhupada, Mahaprabhu and Prabhupada, and how Prabhupada, that word, Prabhupada, the most munificent. And, it is mentioned one who gives this is considered as the greatest welfare worker. And what Srila Prabhupada has done for all of us. And how we can also, we got this great gift. We don't want to be selfish. We want to share it with others too, right? So we want to see that how we can take it up, following the footsteps of Srila Prabhupada. And very nicely, he gave us this practical example of how things are happening in Malaysia. He's so blessed that at the age of 7, he got to be part of this glorious mission of Srila Prabhupada. So you would have seen the picture of him at the age of 7 playing Mridanga. That is in a Damodar booth. So great connection with Damodar month. And now today, we are fortunate to hear from him. So it's very nice that we can all gear up ourselves for this month. As many as possible lamp offerings we can do. Give this mercy to as many people as possible. So I got this update from Kripa Sindhu Prabhu, who is coordinating this Damodar programs. And day 1, it was yesterday's report. We got 974 people showed lamps. 974 lamps, and there were 4 programs, and number of people chanted 568. And yeah, this is the update I got. So it's very wonderful. So we can keep increasing the numbers. We can do home programs, walk-in programs, door to door. We can do in the universities. We can do in the offices. We can do the public booths. As I showed in Malaysia, the Diwali Damodar booths we had in Trafalgar Square also the last Sunday. That was yesterday in Avanti School. So in schools, so we can try out all these various possibilities. So we get blessed, and we also helping others to get blessed. So hope we can increase the lamp offerings every single day. And it will be very wonderful. Let's use this mega sale month wonderfully. In a best possible way. Just a moment. Srila Prabhupada I just wanted to read this quote. I got this help from Vinil has given me this quote. Srila Prabhupada wanted his Grahasa followers to be Paramahamsas. Normally in other Gaura Sampradayas, the sannyasis are active, but here in ISKCON, Grahasa devotees are also very active. We want this Damodara month. Grahasa men, Grahasa ladies, single ladies, everyone should encourage others to offer lamp. This is the meaning of Paramahamsa. We don't take this opportunity to make excuses. We want Krishna to see you. If you do the arati, Krishna will see you. So this was spoken by Solina Jayapataka Swami Maharaj this last 8th of October in Kuala Lumpur. They had a wonderful Damodar launch ceremony, and he encouraged every single one. So there is no, as Mahaprabhu said, doesn't matter whether we are brahmachari, grahasa, sannyasi. It is not just for the sannyasis to do, even for the householders. And in fact, householders can do much more, because the husband and wife form a very strong team. And plus, even the kids are there, the kids can also be involved. And, the kids, when they go out and show Aarti, it is so very sweet. Just now we saw today, we saw today like the Kirtan was led by Shreya. And then we had wonderful Damodar Leela spoken by, Devika and Dishika, and beautiful, explanation on Gopi Geet by Vinal. So see, these children are so blessed, right? And when they speak this philosophy, it is even more sweeter, right? So grahasas can do much more. So together as a family, we can do this service, and it is very, very pleasing and so blissful. The family which prays together stays together. So it's a very beautiful opportunity. In this month of Kartik, let us all pray to the Lord, and together we all can do a wonderful service for Lord Shri Krishna. And when Krishna is pleased, automatically we'll be very, very happy. So we all are looking for happiness, and the best way to get the true happiness is to please Krishna. And then we see that automatically we will be very, very happy, right? So, okay, so now we will be having the Damodar Ashtakam lamp offering. If anyone has got a lamp, you can also show. Now our dear Linisha, she is going to sing this Damodar Ashtakam. Linisha, are you ready?
Hare Krishna Mataji. Yeah.
Yes.
Namamishwaram Satyanandarupam Lasat Kundalam Namamishwaram Satyanandarupam Lasat Kundalam Yashoda Biyarugala Navamana Param Yashoda Biyarugala Navamana Param Vishnamadhyanta Tadrita Gopya Shri
चलावै नमो देव दामोदर अनंत विष्णु प्रसीद प्रभो दुःख जलाभिमाख्याम् कृपा दृष्टि वृष्ट्यानि दीनवदान्यो गृहाणेश प्रेम भक्ति श्रद्धा नमो राधिकाय नमस्ते स्तुताम्ने स्फुरदीप्तिदाम्ने प्रदीप्तोदराय कृष्णस्याम्ने नमो राधिकाय कार्तिकेयप्रियाय नमो नन्दलीलाय नमो राधिकाय कार्तिकेयप्रियाय नमो नन्दलीलाय देवाय तुभ्यम् नमो राधिकाय कार्तिकेयप्रियाय नमो नन्दलीलाय देवाय तुभ्यम् Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Jayo Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Jayo Yashodanandan Jaya Damodara Jaya Yashodanandan Jaya Damodara Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Srila Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Harinam Sankirtan ki jai, Shri Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai.
Hi, Hari Hari Bol, such a devotional offering of Damodar Ashtakam. And very nice, we could get darshan of Lord Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra, Maharani. So very, very nice. So we thank all the children today who have done this wonderful service in the month of Damodar. So we are planning that it will be very nice every week, mostly. Our class, the CC class, there will be some presentation by our children. So we request those who are not going for any program on that particular day, on the Mondays, then we request each and every one of you to kindly join and encourage all our children. And they are our future leaders. And let's give them the platform where they can actually take up this wonderful devotion service. That will be really wonderful. So thank you so much for joining today. And please brainstorm all different possibilities, how we can make this Damodar month a very memorable and a blessed month. In the sense, it's already a blessed month, but how we can make it to a greater advantage. So try to reach out to all your friends, families, colleagues, and all different possibilities of programs, because Diwali is just around the corner. That means there will be a lot of events happening, Diwali events, big events. So if you know some of the event managers, then we can contact them. And if they can give us a small place, we can put a booth, a table with a Lord Damodar. And then so many people can get the blessings of Yashoda Damodar. So we can do that in Diwali events. So please keep an eye, look out for all the different possibilities. We will be reading out next week again our Damodar update with more pictures, videos. So we want everyone to be part of it. Each and every one of us can do so much. And together, we can make something really big and wonderful, for the pleasure of Prabhupada. And as today's standing out point, how we can also, this 9th verse, following the footsteps of Srila Prabhupada, how we can actually, he has done so much for us. He has given so many gifts. What are we going to do in return? It's not possible to repay. It is mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam that if anyone thinks that I will be able to repay back the debt to my spiritual master or to the Acharya, then he's considered as a fool, because we can never ever repay for what they have given us. We were, the cycle of birth and death, we have been rotting for millions and millions of births. But at least, in this birth, we have got this opportunity. They have opened our eyes. That's why they say, Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakya Chakshurun Militamena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. The spiritual master opens our eyes with the torch of knowledge. So it is such a great blessing. So we should be very, very grateful for all the gifts we have received. And in return, what we can do, we can make an effort, a loving effort in the mood of gratitude to do something for their pleasure and to help. How I got help, let me help others. And it is not a big austerity that they have to go and forest and do some great austerities. Very simple offering of a lamp. One gets unlimited blessings. That's something amazing, isn't it? Just by offering a lamp in this particular month, one gets great blessings. So let's give this opportunity to many more in this month. So that's a takeaway. So Vivek Prabhu, you have any other updates or anything to share?
Yes, Mataji. So regarding Damodar program, so we are planning to have a Damodar carnival, Diwali Damodar carnival on 15th of October at Avanti School. So I would like to announce to all dhams, all devotees, especially this is not for normal program. We are more targeting to Gita Gyan and new contacts in this festival, so they can get they can understood the importance of Damodar, and our Maharaj is also coming, right? So Bhakti Purushottam, His Holiness Bhakti Purushottam Maharaj is also coming that day. So there will be lecture from him on Damodar, and we will try to get as more as registration from outsider, means who are new person or who is new in this our group. They will get involved into this festival. So it's planned from 6 to 8 p.m., 8:30 p.m. In Avanti School. So I will request all the devotees, please join and get the association and blessings from Maharaj. And as well as try to bring all your Gita Gyan members, new contacts, Damodar contacts, everyone in this. We always go in our East London festival, right? everywhere we go. But what about the new person, where we are introducing them, where we are bringing them? So this is nice chance to bring all the new contexts, especially Gita Gyan, because they never come in normal festivals. So if you bring them, it will be nice, and we will get the Damodar registration also. We may get the new context for Gita Gyan also. So it's kind of a Diwali Damodar outreach program for us. So, and you don't know who is going to help in what points, and anyone can say, oh, Prabhuji, in my area, it's something is happening for 200, 500 people. We can go with lamp, Damodar lamp and basket, and we'll get quickly some context. So that is overall idea for this 15th of October. On 16th of October, Sunday, same Maharaj, His Holiness Bhakti Purushottam Maharaj is going to give the lecture in Soho Temple. And we are also putting our Damodar booth, as Vinil Prabhu said, that it is also kind of way of showing the lamp, means inspire the souls to show the lamp. So we are putting 2 Damodar booth from this Sunday, and each Sunday, each dham has kind of rota. It's kind of managing more effectively than randomly going any devotee. So this 16th, 23rd, 30th, it doesn't matter which dham you belong. If you come, you will get some service, and you will get 100% extra benefits in this Damodar month. Even if you show one lamp, you inspire one person who is roaming around the road, and you ask them to do, it's equivalent to 100. So please come and help. And feast will be also there in that evening. So we will be there from 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. So Damodar booth will be there for 6 hours. So please come and encourage all devotees to come and get unlimited blessings. So this is all about these 2 days. And also the main thing I would like to say about the Damodar thing, as Mataji and Vinil Prabhu both said, that we have to get as many as Damodar souls, Damodar home program. So how we are doing it, someone will do, but who is that someone? Can you be the someone? That is the main thing. Everyone is seeing message, so much message, do it, but who will do it? It is us who will do it, right? In one of the class, Mataji said last week also, that if even one devotee gets 5 contacts, their own contacts, so we have congregation of 300 devotees. I am counting husband, wife, both. So 300 plus we have in that group. Even 5 home program happens. See how many happens, more than 1500 quickly. It is just minimum 5. Some devotee has contacts of 50 or 100 also. So please inspire them to do it. It's just do a phone call or message him, or when you meet them in weekend, just ask WhatsApp and book the program. It's just 1 hour thing, either Zoom or physical, both options we are happy to serve in any language, all the 7 languages. So please open your phone book and start taking the booking. The main thing I have seen last 2-3 years, that people are waiting till Diwali. Oh, I am busy, Prabhu, so much in Diwali. Can we do after Diwali? So after Diwali, what happens? The graph grows very high. All the facilitators are also busy in the Diwali. And at the same time, so much booking comes in the 2nd and 3rd week, especially 3rd and 4th week. So that we don't want to happen. Otherwise, bottleneck. We have limited number of facilitators, but suddenly increase happens of 100% to external registration. At the same time, BB members also says, oh, Prabhuji, I also want to do in my house. Can we go all? So if I invest my 5 devotees in home program of BB member, I am losing my 5 different external contacts home program. So please keep in mind, if you have to do anything in your home, please book it in this week or maximum by next week before Diwali. Don't expect that, oh, I can wait till last. Let's see who gives what date, then I will see. No, don't do that. It unnecessarily creates a lot of pressure on your facilitators. So this is all about Mataji, about the Damodar.
Jai, it's such a wonderful, blissful month. Everywhere we are hearing about Damodar, lamp offerings. So joyful hearing about Damodar Leela or talking about Damodar Leela. So it's such an amazing month. Let's do it together, and we look forward to see you the coming Saturday. a wonderful association with His Holiness Bhakti Purushottam Swami Maharaj, and at the Avanti school, and with all the other, devotees, and especially giving the opportunity for the newcomers and people who never got the opportunity to show lamps. So let's all do this carnival, in a very grand scale, make it very grand. It is possible only when each and every one of us come together and then bring all of our contacts, then we see that it's going to be a real huge Diwali carnival. And everyone is, getting the blessings. And there is prasadam also. So it'll be wonderful. So yeah, thank you so much for each and every one of you. And especially to all the children who participated and inspired all of us. So special thanks to them. And thanks to all the facilitators for doing this excellent service, the organizers, and all the devotees in this forum. Thank you very much. And we will see you. So we are finishing early today, so that Damodar month, early to bed and early from bed. And then we can do more and more programs. So see you soon. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai.
Hari Hari Bol.
Hari Hari.
Yashoda Damodar ki jai.
Jai. Mataji.
Thank you, Prema Shakti Mataji. Hari Bol. So
Hare
we already
Krishna.
got Jagannath blessings, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes.
So yes.
Thank you,
Hari
Mataji.
Hari Bol. Hari Bol.
Hey, Hari Bol.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna.